Coach Dunphy, thank you for joining us. Please tell us a little bit about the Owls and their start to the season.
Well, certainly thanks for having me. We have a pretty good record at this point. I'm not so sure how we've played has matched our record, but we'll take it. Certainly, we've had a couple of fortunate opportunities, most recently in overtime and against Houston at home, and that could have just as easily gone the other way as well. So we've been a fortunate team, and hopefully our good fortunes can hold. We've been making timely shots, and somehow we're figuring out ways to turn people over, not necessarily through a plan, but it's just how things are working out. We'll see how the rest of the season goes.
Thank you, Coach. And a reminder to our participants, *1 to ask a question of Coach Dunphy. Coach, you have gotten some great leadership from seniors on your team, Shiz Alston, Ernest Flackby. Talk about what that leadership really can mean to an older team.
Well, I think it's key to everything that we do. I think we always say to our guys, can the coaching staff provide leadership? Absolutely they can. But when it comes from within the group, and specifically with your senior leaders, then the group is much better served. So I think these two guys have done a great job in keeping our guys' heads in the right spot. And I think we've had a real good attitude with everything we've done. I think our work ethic has been good. Now we'd like to improve each and every day on the court. I think these guys lead that pack. They want to get better, and we're grateful for both Shiz Alston and Ernest Flackby doing what they do.
We will take a question from Taylor Eldridge with the Wichita Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach. Thanks for the time. I was just wondering, after playing Wichita State, if you could kind of just speak to just how, close or far away you feel like that, they're 0-3 to start the conference play, but, they've had a lot of close games. Did you feel like, the way they play, they're not far from, being in the middle or in the mix for this conference?
Yeah, I think they're going to continue to get better. I think that Greg has his team playing very, very well. There are a lot of young guys on it, and they're getting better. And again, I think his program is spectacular, and there's no question about that. So they'll get better, and they are not very far off. They're right where they need to be, and just a basket here or there is going to change their fortune very impressively.
And what kind of impressed you about the way they use McDuffie? He's been, the go-to guy for them. Mm-hmm. Just the actions they ran for him, the way he gets open. What's so hard to guard about him?
Well, first of all, he's a very talented guy, so it's that you can start with that. So he's making shots, which always sets up the rest of your game. If he wasn't such a consistent jump shooter, then you could back off of him, but you can't. And then he finds other ways to score, whether it's inside with an extra rebound and a stick back, or driving to the rim, or being the recipient of a very good pass headed to the goal. So he's doing a really good job, and Greg again and his staff have put him in very good positions to be difficult to guard.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Till.
Coach Dunphy, last week knocked off previously undefeated Houston. It is now the 12th straight year in which your program boasts a ranked victory. Talk a little bit about being able to step up when the lights shine brightest and knocking off those ranked in an AP Top 25 poll.
Well, first of all, you've got to play people that are ranked in the top 25, and we've whether it's been a non-conference opponent or a conference opponent like Houston was, we've played some really good teams. So we've had our share of losses with those teams as well, but we've been fortunate in specific games. And our game against Houston the other night was really hard fought, and they're a really good team, and Kelvin does an unbelievable job of coaching them. So we were just fortunate that, again, that, as I just said to Taylor, that the winning and losing is so fragile. It comes down to a made shot by you and a missed shot by the other guys. And and that's oftentimes how these things are decided. So we've just had our share of good luck in those games, but we've had our share of bad luck in them as well. But we don't necessarily report all those.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Good luck
My
this
pleasure.
week, and we will talk to you again next month.
Thank you very much. Take care.